In another video, and I want to talk about actually a lot of things. And I just had some kombucha, and I don't know. I'm feeling good. It's just one of those days that you just want to sit back and relax. Like, you just want to sit back and just like reminisce about everything, anything, really. But I feel good. I feel great. Did you know that a roach is related to a shrimp? Probably a lot of you do. And why am I saying that? A roach. Well, did you know that if a roach is related to a shrimp, if a roach has the capability to grow into a shrimp, what are your capabilities? You're telling me, right? So you're telling me a cat in the street, a regular cat, could one day ascend to a lion, right? Or a tiger? Yes. The ground that you walk on, the dirt on the floor, can turn into a human being because it's alive. I remember, I spoke about this before, being a bug, being a fly, and now I'm a human being. I'm a human being. So if you know this, why would you eat another species? If I was once that bug, why would I eat that bug? If I was once that animal, or once the rock, why would I treat that thing as garbage? If I was once that thing, as I'm claiming in these videos. Like, a lot of these creatures, a lot of these animals, as they ascend, they become higher forms of themselves. The dirt can turn into a human. There's a place, a couple years ago, I was watching Supernatural. They had season 12, right? There was a place called The Empty. A couple years ago, before that show, before they brought up the Empty, I had visions of that place, The Empty, a few years back. Look at the show Supernatural. Look back in the season. I think it was season 12. They talked about The Empty. I saw that place in my visions a few years ago, and where souls, beings, are absorbed into the ground, and they become the ground. Their life energy, life essence are sucked out of them and used for other things. The Empty is a real place. Go online, look it up in Supernatural. It's actually real. It exists. We look at these things as fiction. Princess and the Frog. When the princess kissed the frog turned into a human being. Because you're capable of these things. Anything is possible. So why do we treat each other like crap? Why do we treat each other like crap when we are all one? When we are all everything and nothing at the same time? When we are all eternity. If you are eternity, then you can be anything and everything. And you live forever. Now I'm getting off topic. I wanted to finish what I was talking about yesterday. About the sky and how we never went to space. We never went to space because, think about it. If we actually went to space, you have 7.4 billion people on the planet. Don't you think other people, there are a lot of people that have high IQs. Don't you think people would have found creative ways to leave the planet? Just like a movie come out, people are smart enough to download it, bootleg it, and sell it. Don't you think people would have tried to escape their pain? Don't you think they were trying to find a way to see what's beyond the veil? Have you ever looked to see what's beyond the veil? What's beyond the grid? What does the sky actually look like? Why do they spray our skies? Does that alter our perception? Does that alter our vision? Does that alter what we can see and what we can perceive? So, when you look at the sky, is that actually what we're supposed to see? When they keep spraying it? Is that what we're supposed to see if it's a grid around it? If you look at the sky, you can see a dome. It looks flat in a dome. You can see at the end the corners. Look at the corners. It looks like a barrier. Why is there a barrier around the planet? What are they hiding from us? What's beyond that barrier? Why would there be a barrier in the sky? And let me ask you this. Once upon a time, the air was good to breathe. The water was good to drink. If they know it's not good to spray the skies, why do they keep spraying our skies? Why do they keep spraying our skies? Is it right? No, it's not right. Because they're trying to hide something from us. When you become more aware and you start detoxing your body, your vision, your sight, your intuition, your sharpness, you begin to see what is. You become aware to see the truth. No, why do people keep reincarnating? The only way you escape is a deeper sense of love. The higher you go, the more loving you go, you're able to penetrate the grid. You go through it, the grid. You ascend. You're so light enough that you can go through the grid. No being has left the planet because if you use so much force to go up in the sky and there's a grid, you're going to hit into something. You're going to crash into something. Don't you think someone would have reported this if this happened? Think about it. Don't you think someone would have reported it? This is how you get to the moon? Don't you think other people would be talking about it? Oh, this is how I try to escape. I try to see what's beyond the grid, what's beyond the sky, the stars, what I saw. Don't you think people would be curious enough? And don't you think they would be making money off of our humans, people like us? They make money off of everything, off of your clothing, taxes, even your license plate. They make money off of. Come on, people. They even make money off of cans. They make money off of selling air. You're telling me they wouldn't make money off of sending us to space? Are you serious? And you're telling me they went to space? They never went to space, not once. It's a lie. They've been lying to us our whole lives. Our whole life has been a lie. Now I'm going off topic again. 3 topics, but has to do with the overall. And that is love. Or self-love, or becoming more aware of who you are. There's a store that opened up not too long ago. And in where I live, there's a lot of Jewish people. I'm not knocking them. But the way that they live, there's different types of Jewish people. But the way that they live, they don't care about anyone but themselves. They think they're superior. They end up hitting people. They do a lot of disrespectful, hurtful things towards others. Because they feel like they're the chosen ones. And when they opened the store, today it hit me. A lot of the women in this Jewish store were looking at me like they were attracted to me. And I said to myself, that was a good thing, because they're changing. I started waving to the children. And the children, because remember this, the children will look at you and say, why is he waving at me? Mom, he's so nice. Can I talk to that man? I'm calling out to all races. I don't care who you are, what race or form or creed or color you are. Stop being violent. Stop being negative. It's not a crime to be with a different race. It's not a crime to show love. We are all one. I don't care if you're black, Jamaican, German, Irish, Puerto Rican, blue, green, or even a freaking ET. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, we are love. It's going to come to a point when people realize that religion is obsolete. It's going to come to a point where people will be forced to come together. I felt this when I was in the store, and how the women were looking at me, and the people were looking at me. It was like they were embracing me. I felt that energy. So this system of living, this system of belief cannot stand forever. It cannot. A lot of your religions, a lot of your cultures forbid you from melding or messing around with other races. It's not a crime to seek out love. As I will say, run towards love. Listen to yourself and bring out the best part of yourself, because you owe that to yourself. I want to thank the girl. It was a girl 2 days ago. Parents, I'm talking to you. A lot of times you might run into someone and the children, your kids, will define you or have some defiance towards you because you hold on to darkness. I'll give you an example. There was a girl, I was in the store and I needed some help, and I saw her in the outside, and I waved to her and I said hello, and she smiled at me, and I was asking for directions, but her family member was too scared for me to help them and too scared of me to help me, and they were trying to pull her away, and she said, "No, I will not." And I looked at her. I said, "You're bold. I like that about you." I was smiling. I didn't say that to her, but I smiled inside, because it didn't matter what her parents thought. It didn't matter what her family felt. And she was 8, 9, probably 11 years old. The girl helped me anyway. And I said, "Thank you. What you did was a good thing." And I gave her $5 and she smiled. I'm showing her love. I'm showing her. They don't have to change, only you, because you will need that in the future when you get older. Because your family, everyone that you love, that you hold dear, they will try to stop you to do the right thing, because they will allow fear to guide their judgment. They will allow fear to keep them stuck in a box, keep them stuck in darkness. And you must transcend that. You must go beyond the fear. You must go beyond culture, religion, biased way of thinking. You must go beyond it all. You must go beyond it all. You must see everything, because you are everything and nothing at the same time. We are one. When will we understand that? When we will stop bickering around like children and understand that we are one another. I am you. You are me. After all, I am your friend. This is why I'm doing this, because I care. I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't give a shit. I wouldn't risk doing these videos if it wasn't important. I wouldn't be speaking at all if I didn't have nothing good to say. Love is enough because you are enough. Love is enough because that's what you are. Love is enough because you want to be loved. Love is enough because everything in existence lives forever. Love is enough because you are the one. You are from the one. It's enough. Everything that you're seeking and searching for is always within you. You don't need to go somewhere else to find that. So I speak to all the races. Stop the fighting. Stop the violence. Stop the negativity. Stop disrespecting one another. Stop choosing sides and defending your race because that's your race. What if you go into someone else's territory? You would want someone to help you, right? You wouldn't say, well, you're not one of us, so I treat you like crap. You wouldn't want someone to abuse you. Go beyond your race. Go beyond your color. Go beyond your belief and come from within. Come from within. Love's enough because it's an inside job. It's an inside job. Love is enough because it comes from within. It's enough because you are enough. Show it. Shine your light. Bring out the best parts of you because you owe that to yourself. I cannot do that for you. I can give you help. I can give you the information, but I cannot give you, I can give you something, but I cannot bring that out of you if you don't want to bring that out of yourself. Love is a choice. Love is a choice. Love is a choice. Because you have free will, you can do as you please. But you must understand, after every action there's a consequences, good or bad, whatever. Choose the right path.